UI, and which is actually the Tailwind CSS. And we are going to create a project by using the Nextjs. So now we go to use this command yarn create next app. So we go to any folder that you want and we paste the command, and we also will install the Tailwind CSS to the Nextjs project. So first we are now need to add the project name, and this is YT, and then learned Headless Ui, and this is disclosure, and this will continue to install the package, and later we will install Tailwind CSS. So we copy this and waiting this finish the installation process. So after it create the Nextjs project, we have to enter the project folders, and then we paste the command that we just copy and paste to here. And then the next step is we have to go to the config file and change this part. So this already finished. Now we can go to the project by typing code dot to enter the VS Code, and then we go to find the Tailwind config.js, and if we go back to here, we can see this. We have to copy this and paste to the content, and then the next step is to add these things inside the globals.css. So we go to styles and go to globals, and then we remove all of this. And now we can go to terminal and type yarn dev. Now we can go to localhost 3000. And then we go to the index page, and we will remove all those unnecessary div and also the styles. So now we remove all of this, and we just need a simple div. And then we try to use the Tailwind CSS by typing class name is equal to bg violet 300, and the height is the height of screen. So we save this and we can remove all of this. Now we can see the light violet color, and now we are going to create the components. So we create the folders and create the components, and then under this components folder we create the my disclosure.js, and then we type RAFCE, and there is nothing here. So we install the React snippet, so we try again. So now we can take a look on the Headless Ui. And the next thing is we have to install the Headless Ui. So we have to terminate the terminal and install the Headless Ui. And then we just copy this first. And then we also have to import the disclosure from the Headless Ui. And then we can go to the pages and go to the index, and then we import the my disclosure. Now we can run the program by typing yarn dev again. Now you can see there's a simple disclosure, and now we are going to add the styles, and we can take a look on this example. And first one is we are going to create some paddings, and you can see it used another div to wrap all the disclosure. So we go to the disclosure, and then we add a div. So if we copy this class name, and then we paste to here, now we can see it has some space on the top because we have the padding on the top and also the padding on the left. And then we use another div. We use another div to wrap the inner part. So we copy and paste to here, and then we close the div again, and there should be, we delete the closing tag, and then we back to here. You can now see it has the white area to wrap all the things, including the title and also the content. So now we can see what we left is we want to add the purple on the top on the title. So we go to copy, the styles of the button. Now we copy this. This is a very long style. So, and copy and paste and save. And now we have this title, and we can also see what we left is it also has some margins, some paddings. We have add the paddings. We have to add the paddings. So we paste to here. And now you can see there is some space around the content. And now you can see we can click on this and it will show the content. And if we click again, it will hide the content. And you can look deeply on how they use the Tailwind CSS For example, it used the MX Auto to make it at the center horizontally, and it also used the round corner very easily and the white background. So actually they are very similar styles. So you can take a look to learn how to use the Tailwind CSS. And now we are going to add the Chevron icons, this arrow icons on the right, and this can trigger the open and close the content. So now we can go to the documentations, and we can see we have to add the open state. So we go back to our project and go to the disclosure. So under the disclosure, we add it's just like you are writing the use effect or arrow functions, and then we go to add the fragment, and then next is we add the buttons and also the panel inside the fragment. So we cut this and paste to the fragment, and then we go to add the open state, and then we go to format the document, and then we save it. Now if we look back to our website, and we cannot see the difference because we haven't added the icon, so we have to import the chevron white icon, and then under this we copy this one. So if this is open, it will rotate 90 degrees, and now under this we paste the icon, and then we back to the website, and then it said it cannot find the icon. So let's take a look, and we should delete the 20, and this indicates there is no these modules, and this is because we forgot to install the hero icon. So if we look back to the documentations, you can see we have to install the hero icons, and so we copy this and back to here, and then we stop the servers, and then we go to npm install the hero icons, and then we type the yarn dev, and then we back to see whether it can show the icon. And then we try to add this error. So we try to add the 20 again. Now you can see the icon is very big, so we have to solve this. So if we back to the project, we can see it did not have the height and width, so we add the h5 and width is 5. So now you can see this is much better. And this problem is because we should add this no matter this is opened or closed. So we have to add we can add after this conditional open state. So we save it. Remember, we have to add the closing curly bracket at the end. So now we back to the website, and you can see this arrow key, and it will pointing to the down, pointing to the bottom. If we click on this and show the content, and you can see this is at this is at to end because we use the justify between. If we delete this justify between, you can see they stick together. So we have to add the justify between to push them to the end. In this part, we are going to create our own buttons. So the close button will just like the MyLink component. So we have to create the MyLink component in our project. So we go back to the project and create MyLink.js. So we type RAFCE, and then we have the arrow functions. And now instead of just return, we have to use React.forwardRef. So instead of using the bracket, we are going to use the React.forwardRef on click, and then comma href and also the ref, and then we use the a tag, and then we use the href is equal to href, and then on click is equal to on click, and then ref is equal to ref. And now we have the MyLink, and then we go to my disclosure, and then we can, for example, add the disclosure dot button, and then close the disclosure dot button, and then we type home, and then this is s is equal to MyLink, so this just like this, and then we type href is equal to home. Now we have to import MyLink. So we type import MyLink from .MyLink. So now we can take a look on the web page, and now you can see MyLink is a button. So we can click this and close, and it will go to the home page, but this time there is nothing to show. So we can remove this, and for example, we can style, the href. For example, we can try to add the class name is equal to bgred 500, and then padding of 5. So now let's take a look. Now you can see this button, and of course this is not a very beautiful button, and we can also add round corner, Now we can see it has round corner, and we can go to my disclosure, and this is the button, and we can type for example fresh, and then fresh column. So now we have this button, and I think we can also change the background purple 100 to replace this red color. Now we have this big button. So this is just an example, and you can tune it for something that you like. So now this is how to add your own button to close this panel.